Hey everybody, Scott Walters, buckle up, strap in. I got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Buckle up, strap in, hold on to your hat and your glasses as we blow the lid off the biggest artificially created housing bubble ever witnessed with your own two eyes in human history. Scary, let me repeat, the biggest bubble, but not just any bubble. An artificially created bubble, market manipulated bubble through the money dump, dropping of rates, reduced inventory in a lockdown environment, making agents essential workers and pushing them out to sell in this new environment called FOMO. Agents wanted to normalize that, didn't they? They wanted to say, oh yeah, this time is different. This time is different, my friends. No crash risk here. Can I interest you in overpaying, getting into a bidding war, parking your car a mile down the street to get in line to maybe tour an open house? These are records and things we've never seen before in the industry. So anybody wanting to normalize that environment, like I understand it because you had financial gain. It was similar to hitting the lottery for anybody working in the industry. Lender, builder, construction, service, agent, realtor, you name it. Anybody in or around real estate hit the lottery. Get somebody over to fix your toilet, do a repair at the house, wait in line for that too. Big box stores, they're essential. Price gouging, lumber shortages. Wow. And the builders, the bubble builders, the people that started building in the crisis. Rush couldn't build them fast enough. Workers wouldn't show up. They had to overpay them to get them there. And then materials went through the roof. And then we passed this along to the consumer. Then you waited. You FOMO'd through some FOMO factory tour home, sales office. Your home wasn't even built yet. You gave earnest money. And then they said, hey, listen, your project's been delayed. Materials are backed up and appliances. We can't get the garage door. They're caught in China on a boat. Government telling you, oh, don't worry. This is transitory. All this stuff, all this bottlenecking of the supply chain, it's just going to magically work itself out. It's going to be like magic. Oh, we're going to glide in for this soft landing. Yeah, keep going out there. No crash risk here. We have a robust job market. We can't admit there's a recession right now, even though everything points to it because we have a robust job market. But now the cat's out of the bag on the whole job market narrative, isn't it? It sure is, my friends. Why? Well, of course I'm going to tell you. Because the job numbers they're pulling from are all the ones that were shut down during the crisis, the blue-collar service sector. Jobs, hospitality, and retail. Now they're open. They can't get people. How many stores are you seeing that, like, I just went to, like, our local bowling alley was called one name, and I drove by the other day and it's called another. Bankruptcy, reinvent, basically open the business under a different company name, new entity. People doing that all over. Tons of commercial, though, sitting empty. Whole separate issue. I mean, this whole commercial mortgage-backed securities fiasco is looking like it's brewing out there. The perfect storm to deliver another black swan knockout blow to an already fragile economy being put through the biggest stress test ever witnessed in U.S. history. And yet we continue to see the real estate industry still doing their best to normalize this situation, aren't they? I know they are. Because I hear from you guys constantly. You're in the comments, emailing, instant messaging, phone calls. We've had it all. I can't get it. They're like, Scott, I need an agent. Hasn't drank Kool-Aid. You said you had them, Scott. Where are they? I need to talk to one of those ones because I ain't finding them out here. They're all on the Kool-Aid. There's no such thing as the perfect agent, my friends. The best I can do is get us as close as possible. I'm saying as an industry guy who has financial gain, who will take a hit in these markets, who suffered the blowback of '08 himself, which is part of the reason I'm here with you today, who when I saw this all take off, that craziness, at first I was like trying to wrap my head around it. I'm like, it doesn't pass the smell test. This is market manipulation. You can't lock down a population or drop rates, limited inventory with with lockdown orders, but then make an agent essential and expect that not to put so much upward pressure, so short-sighted. The second that thing unleashed itself, they should say, whoa, hey, we can send some stimulus checks around. We can even do some mortgage forbearance, maybe even an eviction ban, but we cannot overheat the biggest asset class in the world, the U.S. housing market, because if we lose it, we lose everything. We're thrusted into a recession. Which is, like I said, with the U.S. job market now being attacked with the white-collar wage earner. It's not good. That's not good. The only jobs that are available at the moment are service sector jobs. And we're hearing about the McDonald's. McDonald's, they're supposed to be the most recession-proof company in the world. Their global presence. We're not just talking about Facebook or something. I mean, Facebook's global too, but throw a dart at a company going through issues, man. We just hit McDonald's. McDonald's. They're charging an arm and a leg for a meal that's possibly going to kill you. So much preservatives and fillers in it. And they're laying off their corporate office as well. And then who's the employees next on the boots on the ground as they get replaced with AI technology. You can't even get anybody to take your order in a McDonald's. You better know how to operate a computer and do it yourself at a kiosk, or you ain't getting your Big Mac. Insane. So the realities are this. I think our job continues to be heat map, temperature check, read between the lines, and look between the cracks. Acknowledge the elephant in the room that the biggest artificially created housing bubble ever produced in world history couldn't sustain itself. We're seeing it. Now reverse course. Most areas are stalled and reverse course. A couple areas are flatlining. That's the front end. The correction phase. And as soon as they get the job numbers where they supposedly want to take them, then it's time to admit official recession. Today's digital diet, media-driven age, what's that going to do to the masses? It's going to contract the economy in a big way. It's already contracting as we remove money from circulation, yet bail out the rich, continuing to keep inflation stuck with quantitative easing, but not easing that you benefit from, only bailing out the rich. Are those the waters we're swimming in now? I kind of feel like those are the waters we're swimming in now. So what's that going to do then, Scott, for my local housing market? I want to buy a house. I want to buy a property. Well, the first thing we have to do is always see the level of motivation. Each property is going to have a different level of motivation. Who's selling it? Did they come on the market right? How much competition? What's the inventory like? Are they stuck on the market? Are they showing price reductions? But most importantly, does it pencil out? If that property's cost to own is within its property's rent range, then you could probably, that's where I want to be. That's where an investor wants to be. That's where you should want to be. But bubble builder, FOMO factory developments, they don't want you there. They want you in the sales office with the salesperson with no agent representation, falling in love with the model unit, and then sell you an empty white box that was slapped up under duress, under a stress test, under a race against the clock. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understanding the biggest artificially created housing bubble ever produced in world history can't sustain itself. We're seeing those markets now identify themselves as flatlining or reversing course, the front end. The biggest stress test and the biggest economy has ever seen in human history should have everybody's attention. It doesn't. It doesn't. People are led very easily. In the last bubble, I didn't understand the booms and busts, the economic cycles, the waters we're swimming in when this type of behavior starts to surface. So in this one, I said, I'm going to do it different this time, because if I do the same thing over in this bubble than I did in the last bubble, expecting a different result, that's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. We do it all the time. Something has to change. Something has to change. So I anticipate what's going to change, my friends, is everything. Everything is about to change, because I believe correction, recession, depression, 3 levels of an economic downturn that have cycled throughout history. The depression has cycled approximately every 100 years that you haven't lived through and I have. We've been through some recessions, never a depression. Every 100 years, and guess what we're in? The 100-year cycle. If anything was needed to deliver an economic depression, I would say the crisis was the perfect catalyst to deliver it. Anybody wanting to minimize that and put zero crash risk on that, I don't know what else to tell you. I really don't. Maybe I'm the one. Maybe I'm the one who needs to drink the Kool-Aid and jump in with both feet in the utopia. But I still think I'm going to continue to sit this one out and urge everybody watching today to do the same. Proceed with caution. Does it pencil out? I'm going to be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video. If you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on, I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It would be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. I'll see you on the next video.